What I'm about to share with you is probably the easiest trading strategy for beginners. Now, when I started trading 4 years ago, I used to use trading indicators, and guess what? I used to make money. Now, obviously, as I kept on learning, now at some point I never needed them anymore. But guess what? They actually make money. The problem is some traders actually don't know how to use them. But in today's video, I'm going to show you the moving averages that could actually turn around your whole trading game as a beginner. Now, I'm going to make this as detailed as possible, off on my charts and my phone. So starting off, indicators are just there to help you to predict the price. Now, this time around, rather than you having to do all the analysis and all that, you're just going to add an indicator on your chart, and then you're able to get the direction or what to actually take entries. Now, this time around, I want us to focus more on trend indicators, and these are moving averages. Now, these indicators can be used on TradingView, just like what we are going to do in here, or even on your MT4 or MT5. I'll also show you how you can actually do that on your phone. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to show you how trend indicators work. So generally, say the price is in a downtrend, or let's start off say with an uptrend. So say the price is in an uptrend. Okay, say this direction, this direction, this direction. Now, what the indicator is going to do for you, or the moving average, is going to show you that, well, the price is actually in an uptrend. You see how easy it is. Now, it's even easier that at some point you get entries, exits, and even where to place your stop losses and your take profits. I mean, pretty amazing, right? Then if say we had the price pushing to the downside, say we have a downtrend, is what the indicator is going to do. So it's going to show you that, well, look, the price is to the downside. So it's as easy as that. So what you're going to do is come over to your TradingView. So you're just going to come over to TradingView, just like how we are here, and then click on the indicators tab. I believe you guys are able to do that. And by the way, a quick one, this works on all time frames, as we're going to see. So we can start off say with H4, and let's just go ahead and click off here. So come to indicators, and then here we go. So type in moving averages. We have the simple and then the exponential. This time around, I want us to use the exponential. Okay, so just come over here. So once you click on it, it's going to show up here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on the indicator because I want us to just make a few changes. So double click on it and then come to the inputs. So just adjust the length to 100. Okay, then obviously for the color, you can decide to change it to any color that is of your choice, so you're able to easily read it. Okay, so here we go. Now we have the 100 moving average. Now you see, once I increased the period or the length, it kind of moved away from the price. Okay, now note, this is the 100 moving average. You see, it's moving off with the price. You can see when the price is pushing to the upside, look, when the price is pushing to the upside, the moving average shows that, well, if the price is above me, then it's an uptrend. Now, if you want to learn more about trading and making money online, be sure you subscribe. And if you are enjoying this video, you can also smash the like button, and let's get back straight into the video. Now, the 100 moving average is a bit not that accurate. Now we're going to go ahead and try off with the 200 moving average, so you guys can actually see the difference and what actually works better. So I'm just going to go ahead and double click on it so I can just make changes. So come over here. Now this time around, adjust the length or the period to 200. Now here we go. Now the 200 moving average is literally the best indicator for any beginner, because I always try to emphasize this: when you're trading, you must trade with a trend. This is very important. Wouldn't really care if you want to learn the most, complicated trading systems. No, you must trade with a trend. And now if you have an indicator that is actually telling you what the trend is, I mean, you are well off. So in this case, you can see that once the price is above the 200 moving average, this being the 200 moving average, you can see that it would mean that the price is actually trending to the upside, right? So meaning every time you come over to your charts and you have you see the price is actually up the 200 moving average, then it's your time to look out for an uptrend, right? Please take notes down and write this down. When the price is above the 200 moving average, it's an uptrend. Okay, There we go. Then when the price is trending, when the price is just down the 200 moving average, you can see this time around it crossed down the 200 moving average, and it's a very beautiful downtrend. Now, keynote, remember, it's very easier to determine the overall trend from bigger time frames. That can be H4, even the daily, really depending on your style of trading, but I would really recommend H4. So you start off with the H4, get the overall trend by using the moving average, and you are good to go. Okay, so we were doing this on pound USD. Obviously, we can just go ahead and try off with other pairs, so we can actually have that look. So this is now Euro USD, Euro JPY. Oops, sorry. Let me show you guys how it looks like. Same thing. Look, the price is trending to the upside. Very beautiful, right? Every time it's above this moving average, it's trending to the upside. Same thing again when it's down, okay? When it's down, again, when the price is trending down, or every time it crosses, it's a downtrend. So here's something that you must look out for. I want you to look out for all the points where the price crosses through the moving average, either up or down. If it crosses above, then you are looking for an uptrend. If it crosses down, then you're looking for a downtrend, okay? Then I know you should be wondering, how about when it's just crossing in between? So like in this case here, you guys can see what the price was doing here. Now this is a consolidation state, and I wouldn't really recommend taking any trades, because most enough here the price is just moving in between. There is no clear direction, and it's actually not that good for you to trade. So just like in this example, you guys can see the price was generally ranging in between here. Let me just use this so I can mark it out. So you can see the price was just ranging in here, in here, meaning if you took a trade right here, you wouldn't really get that, those good moves, because the price is just bouncing in here. Then obviously you can also see what a moving average was telling us. Very clear. You guys see that? Now, you can try this as many times on different pairs, go through them, and then see how it works. Now, like I said, the 200 moving average is generally for finding the overall trend. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it and show you now the other way on how you can use these moving averages now to get trades. Okay, so let me also delete drawings, and here we go. Now just again come back here to the indicators section and type in. This time around we are going to be using simple moving averages. I'm just going to go ahead. I actually need two. Perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. Now we're going to set the first length or the period to 20. I actually shared this trading strategy some time back when I started off, but it's a good one. So the length to 20, then the color. Now this time around, since we have two moving averages, I'd recommend we use different colors. Okay, so I would prefer, say, to keep the small one 20 as blue. Okay, there we go. Then the other one, the next one, I'm just going to set it to a period or a length of 25. Okay, just come over here. Then I'm just going to go ahead and change its color. Oops, this is the 20. I'm just going to change its color to something like red. Okay, so we can be able to differentiate them. Now, perfect. Now you guys can now see we have two moving averages. Now, what must you look out for? Now obviously we are still on H4. Now since this is even more of entries, we can use it even on smaller time frames, say H1 or even the M15, as we're going to see. So all you have to look out for is the moving average crossovers. Okay, now we have the 20 and the 25. So check. Every time the 20 moving average crosses above the 25 moving average, this is like at this point here, we are taking buys. We are looking out for buy trades. Okay, check this. So we had the 20 being the blue one crossing above the 25, that being the red one. Guess what? It's a very beautiful buy trade. You guys can see that. Okay, then the other way, let me see. Obviously then when the 20 crosses below this time around the 25, we are looking out for sales. You can just see this was a very short-term trade, but we could have more better trades through. Let's just see. Okay, perfect. So here we go. Now in this example, again, we could have a very beautiful buy, meaning I would have taken my buy off here. Okay, have my there we go, have my stop loss below the crossover. Okay, you see how you get your stop losses? You're going to place your stop loss about 10 or 15 pips, say 15 to 20 pips just below the moving average crossovers. Then extend your take profit to at least a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 1.5 depending. Okay, now guess what, there we go, beautiful trade. And again, same thing obviously. Now at the moment here we are looking out for buys. You guys see that? Now I'm going to go ahead and take this trade. Today is it's a Friday, so we may not be able to see a lot of activity, but I'm going to go ahead and do a challenge as I use this strategy to trade off on an account, and I'll grow it and I'll share that in the series. Now be sure you subscribe to follow up with all these details so you guys can see how easy this is. So it's a combination of two moving averages. Now I deleted the other one because I don't want to cause a lot of confusion. You see, the biggest problem about indicators is some people decide to use a bunch of them. Now if there are more than 3, it's getting out of hand. So when you're using more than 3 indicators, it means you might have to wait for all these to show you confirmations, which is a bit tricky. This time around we are using 2. Remember, the first one you could just put it on to find the overall trend, and once you have it, good, you have now the trend, and now bring on these ones. So these are just more for entries. Okay, this is a beautiful entry, buy entry. This is a beautiful sell entry. This is a very beautiful sell entry. Let's just keep scrolling. Oh, okay, sorry. There we go, beautiful buy. Okay, you guys see that? Beautiful sell, beautiful buy. Remember, we said you're placing your stop loss slightly about 10 to 15 pips or 20 pips from your entry point. So you'd have your stop loss around here, you'd have your stop loss around here. Then I didn't mention this, sometimes these indicators lag, and that's the bad thing about them, but more often enough it even saves you from the stop loss hands where you could actually enter trade and perhaps it's not yet the right time, which is a whole thing. Okay, so it's always better for you to at least even wait for more confirmations. Now I'm also just going to show you guys how you can add them on the phone, so it's even way easier. And by the way, if you are looking at getting funded, go ahead, click the link somewhere down and get funded with the Forex Funder. Definitely one of the best programs, and that's what I use personally. You can also click the first link just down in the description below to join my mentorship, so you get to learn faster and join other students. I mean, that's the best thing, you get to learn with other people, and that fastens up your whole journey. Now let me go ahead and show you how you can be able to use these indicators on your MT5 or MT4. Now on your phone, just go ahead and click on the screen, then come to indicators. Okay, and perfect, so click on the plus. Now this time around you can see we have trend. Now in the trend indicators we have Bollinger Bands, envelopes, Ichimoku cloud, moving average, parabolic SA, standard deviation. This time around we only need the moving average. Obviously for the period we are going to go ahead and adjust it to 20 for the first one. Then the color, we said you can set it to any color of your preference. I would select blue, that's better for me. Then leave the other settings just like how they are, then click done. So we have the first one set already. Okay, then we can go ahead and click again on the F to add the other indicator. So moving average. Now this time around we're going to adjust the period to 25. Okay, then adjust the color to red or any color of your choice, but all in all avoid confusion. So we're just going to go ahead and select red. Okay, perfect, there we go. Now we do have these two indicators now on. Obviously same approach, you guys can see every time we have the 20 moving average or the blue moving average crossing below the red one, it's a very good sales entry, right? Then we also have let me just go ahead and scroll through. This is there's been a lot of consolidation recently. Perfect, we can also see a very beautiful trade right around here. You can see a crossover, the 20 crossing above the 25, a beautiful buy. So most importantly, you're going to put more of your focus or emphasis on the 20, okay, or the blue one, depending on the color that you choose, but the 20 moving average, you're looking at it crossing below or above. If it crosses below, we are taking sells. If it crosses above the 25, we are taking buys. Okay, so I believe you guys have really gotten that. So you can see we do have very many examples right out here. We would be looking out for sales. Let me see, right out here we would be looking out for sales again. Okay, and more. Let me just go ahead and try over with other pairs. GBP CAD, such a good trade-off here. You can see the crossover just happened, and this would have been a very beautiful trade. Then at the moment we could be looking out for buying entries. Check this, we can see that it's approaching crossing. Now even when you scale down to smaller time frames, because initially we're on M15, on M15 it shows you that the crossover is coming through. When you go to M5, the crossover has actually happened. So it's even easier on smaller time frames. Remember, smaller time frames are more for entries, right? We are getting entries on M15, M5, and depending on what exactly you trade. So this is generally the easiest trading strategy that has to do with indicators. Now, all in all, I want you guys to practice as much as possible. Okay, the more the practice, the better you become at trading. Then if you want to fasten up your learning process, go ahead, click the link just down in the description below and join my mentorship. Remember, it's an exclusive student community where I get to interact with all these students, and then we do breakdowns, we do trades, we do live sessions. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Remember, once you're in, there is no looking back. You can go ahead, watch the video that I'm just going to put over here. It's a trading strategy that could actually boost your trading. See you, I'm out. Let's go.